Hey, what's up, guys? Hopping in, gonna play some Mono Red Painted today. Hope you guys are doing well. It's gonna be a live and uncut version, more or less. Not to say others are not, but we're just gonna go with the flow today and just kind of go with the flow. I mean, whatever happens, happens. If I get done with the league in 45 minutes because I'm getting crushed, I'll start over again. Go from there. Maybe we can squeeze in two today. Who knows? But anyway, that being said, show you guys what's out there in the MTGO field. Sometimes it telegraphs fast in the paper, but I know a lot of guys want to see what's out there, and I'm seeing some stuff like anywhere between Beans decks to fast artifact decks to I saw a Holgak deck, one of the older style Holgak decks not too long ago, but for the most part, it's what you see in paper, the Grixis decks, things of that nature, but we'll take a nice spin through. It's a good time to do so. I figured we'd run this without Karn. Every time, it's kind of a toss-up. You guys know it. When Karn's good, it's really good. You feel like a king when he's out. Other times you say, okay, well, it's kind of like a slower card. This, that, and the other thing. Anyway, that being said, we'll try this list. I do like Ensnaring Bridge. I do think that, I'm trying to go like 4 Lightning Bolts. It can be really good. Same thing, like I said in almost every video, these decks pick up in other areas where, as far as like 4 Lightning Bolt, 3 Furies, as opposed to 2 Karn, whatever. All right, so enough of me blabbing at you. 3 Mind Break Traps, Ley Line of the Void. I still am a fan. Every time I run Surgical, I yell at myself. I'm like, why did I even fucking do this? Because you know what? I don't really love. I'm not a huge fan of. I will do it against control decks, but I'm more of a. Leave Ley Line of the Void for the reanimated decks we have trouble with. Mind Break Traps covering the fast combo stuff. If you want to throw on the Amethyst, do that. I'm going to try this hand on the draw. I had a wild game recently where it was like, last match of a 4-0 match, 4-0 league. Last game, tied. And it's like Magus to the Moon against a South Type Beans deck with like a Murktide Region out and the kid, and I get 2 blasts in my hands. Thing resolves, kid goes to end step, dismembers my Magus to the Moon. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Untaps, plays Mystic Sanctuary, puts Dismember back on top of his library. I draw another Magus to the Moon. It's like these guys are packing, it's like packing Dismember now. It's awesome. I'm gonna keep this hand. I'm on the draw, I got a bunch of 1-drops. If I didn't have a variety of Lightning Bolt plus Pyroblast in my hand, I'd be more apt to want to get rid of this, but I'm not going to do that. I want to play risky. Let's have some fun today. I'll just skim through these leagues, no matter what happens, we'll just show it, and we'll go from there. Usually I like to publish videos that will teach somebody. Obviously I'm not going to just run something out that was just ridiculous where a kid's taking forever, or, for instance, like I just do terrible, I punt, but I do like to put something out there that people can learn from that's, that is helpful in some way. I'll run out Goblin Welder here, see what happens. So I need a land drop. We'll see what happens here. A lot of this deck is draw dependent, openers, things of that nature. You guys know it. I hear a lot of guys complaining and crying because they just go to these the Bowmaster, get rid of it. Okay, so I'm more apt now to run, even if I draw a land here, I'm a little more. We'll see what he does. If he fetches what color he goes for, if it's a combo deck, I'll hold up Pyroblast. But anyway, that being said, guys going to these tournaments and just saying they're not drawing well, they're just getting smoked turn 1s and turns 2. It happens to me all the time. It'll happen in this league too, but what can I say about that? I don't know. It's just like keeping in good openers. The guys that do well with this deck, it's usually, if you're keeping hands with like Urza Saga, Mountain, Fable of Mirror Breaker, Karn, and like maybe like like it gets weird. I suggest you look at your openers, and I know you can't help against dying against like turn 1 Storm and shit, or like Chalice of the Voids and stuff. But that's the thing with these decks is you're kind of bound to what the card's going to give you. You know what I mean? It's like what's going to happen with if I draw an opening 7, I can't brainstorm away these two Lotus Petals or a Mox Opal or this Phyrexian Dragon Engine in my hand. You have to play out the cards. It unfolds. A lot of the skill level of this deck is number 1, keeping the right 7. And number 2, sequencing your cards and being really like chessy with the game. Meanwhile, as this brainstorm's taking about 2.5 minutes, you know what I mean? This is what happens. I don't care what you got to say about it. Brainstorm. It takes this long. Say la vie. This is when I started writing tests in the, on the chat. I started writing things like this. You know what I mean? You guys see me get all whacked out. You know what I mean? I'd love to just rip one of these out. You know what I mean? But I can't do that because it's not. I'll just write good luck, have fun. How about that? Is that better for you guys? All right, what we got? Still a brainstorm. You know what I mean? Still thinking about it. Did he do his math right? Can he do the whole dark ritual, cabal ritual? Beseech the queen, whatever the hell the card is, lotus petal. Still thinking, still staring at the screen. It happens. I am gonna say test because I just can't. I can't sit here like this. It's painful. It hurts. I don't want to get hurt no more. That's not the worst here, and I'll just attack here. I'll hold this, I guess. I'm gonna keep up Pyroblast. It's kind of a shame I kept this hand. So again, probably a lesson for you guys if you don't want to keep one landers in the draw like that. I mean, because I have 3 1-drops in my hand. I'm not really worried about Chalice of Void. We're still gonna sit here and stare at the screen. I'm ready to, shake the kid's head like this. Okay, so it looks like a nice storm deck. I guess there's math involved here. That's pretty cool. So there was a reason not to attack with Welder. Galvanic Relay. Got it. Okay. So it's a Beseech deck. Burning Wish, so it's going to be a, what's he got here? Peer into the Abyss. Okay, cool. Again, turn 2 kill. He's doing some math, so that's acceptable. You know what I mean? I get it. Alright, so clear. Mind Break Trap here. I'll bring this in. This is one of my favorite answers. I do like Thorn of Amethyst too. I think it's a great card, but I'll bring Red Blast for lack of better cards, and Leyline of the Void because they play that Gaia's Will card. So again, to mitigate against graveyard stuff. Let me think about Magus for a second here. I'll cut Furies. I know you guys might not. You guys might play a certain way. I know some guys might do a bunch of different things. Magus the Moon can be okay, can be better than some cards. I'm just gonna start trimming cards I just don't want to see. Like this card, Braze Apprentice I can get rid of. I do like a Lotus Petal. I can trim on some Lightning Bolts. I do like fast mana for a faster combo and interaction. So let me cut some Lightning Bolts. I just don't think Lightning Bolt's good at all. You guys might want to finish the guys off with Lightning Bolt. I'm not a huge fan. And I do think between 3 drops, I think a Magus the Moon will help me more in a lot of ways. I mean, if I do draw Urza Saga, I think that just not a huge fan of Magus the Moon here. I just think that, if I'm tapping out turn 2 or 3 for a Magus the Moon, the likelihood of me succeeding and having another turn as opposed to dropping a Magus the Moon is, you know what I mean? Like, I'll have better success with a Magus, I would say. And I hate to be that guy that boards in, like, Blood Moons all the time. I hate to do that, but, I mean, you tell me. Just picture yourself, like, turn 3 or turn 2, Magus the Moon, Fable the Mirror Breaker, and the kid's got, a Taiga and an Underground Sea Out, and he wants to cast Dark Ritual. I mean, you just play Magus the Moon. Although, it hits the Sagas where you can get a fast grindstone out, too, so I'll be in play. I gotta mull this. And I gotta mulligan. So right now, when I go to mulligan, I'm gonna relax for a second, and I'm just telling you guys, I'm envisioning what I want to draw on my opening 7. I see a mountain, I see like an ancient tomb, I see Mind Break Trap, I see Pyroblast Painter. I'm just thinking about what I want to see. All right, so relax a little bit and just take it in. All right, I'm just gonna mulligan. I can't keep this either. I'll keep this though. So I have 2 cards to put in the bottom. Looks like it's going to be Could go the creature route here. I do need this engineer. So let me just get rid of this and this. This makes more sense to me. I could actually, what I could do is I could do Saga, Guide, Engineer. So if I put 2 cards, it'll be 1, and now I have to keep something. So I'm just gonna play slower. Hopefully it's good enough. And go here. I could make creatures too. I do have a turn, so if I play Saga, then it kicks off the 2. I play Saga, kicks off the 2. I play Saga, goes to 1, go to 2, Engineer. I have the win, right? So I gotta go with this. So I'll do turn 2 Engineer. I guess we're even with a Thoughtseize here, or just it's better than like a Grief or whatever. You know what I mean? It's like Grief is like a smack to the face, but at least he has to use mana, which is the way he's supposed to play Magic. But Grief is a great card, the same with Solitude. But when like it's paired with other like methods of winning, where it's like oppressive, it's just strictly annoying. I use the word strictly, yes. He does shuffle, okay. That's cool. It's a Magus. See, I'm kind of punished, but in the same way, I'm not. I'll get a Painter in my yard. So I actually have the win next turn. So let's hopefully he thinks this is what I'm going after here. He did shuffle. You guys can see this here. You guys see the game log here. My head's like right here, but it's he does not shuffle. Okay, and then here we go. Yeah. Yeah. Don't Thoughtseize me. You guys know this trick, right? I know 98% of you guys do, but I'm gonna tell you guys anyway. I got my finger on the control button right now. I'm holding priority as I do all of that, and it's a trick. A guy asked in the Discord about the stack and how this goes. So I'm holding priority there, but if he was to like say you have a welder out, right? For instance, if I didn't have to get anything from my graveyard, and I have Painter, Grindstone, Goblin, Welder out, I activate Painter, I activate Grindstone, Tomb Mountain, activate Grindstone, Painter's in play, and they're both untapped. Okay, and then he responds, kills Welder, right? I mean, kills my Painter. Then the Grindstone goes back on the stack. With the Grindstone in the stack, I can re-weld Painter for Grindstone, but this is all done in one chop, so it's all holding priority. So there's a stack already, hold priority, then weld back. I yap. That's all I do. I just don't think Pithy Needle's right. Let's go again. a bad hand. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna keep this. I guess there's little tricks you could do with like MTGO. Like you guys don't see me, but like I got my finger on like a few different keys here. It's like the worst draw on my deck, dude. So I have my fingers on a few different keys here, like two steps. Like F6 is just like when I press zero, like if the kid goes to his turn, I press zero, like it just skims through like all his steps until he just like ends his turn. But like when I'm recording like this, I have my finger on the one button, so every time he makes a play, every time they do something, I'm always like, skipping through. So enough of me talking as usual. I could play out a. I just think it's better to play out a Soul Guide Lantern here. And this out. And then next turn, I could have played out Fable there. I just don't like that play. That's it. The good thing about Thorn of Amethyst too is you can search it up through Engineer. I couldn't mull this hand. Like I just don't mull this hand. Just don't. Okay, give me a fucking mountain, please. What do I need to do here? I need to find a painter. I'll take a blast too, please. Another fucking welder, because why not? I need to play like this. It's such a shame, dude. Wish I had my own LED for crying out loud. What can I get here? Fire Blast is something good, please. I'll take that though. Can I win here? Oh, I'm shy. I have to name here. Oh, I named blue? I meant to name white because I don't want to Veil Summer. I don't want him to Veil Summer me. Fuck! That's what I meant to do. Ah, you motherfucker. Okay, he's passing. Just do it on my turn to get around. I'll do it on my turn to get around a storm count here, I guess. Does it matter how I do this? It does not. Okay. See, if I named blue, and I was telling you guys I wanted to name white, but of course, as usual. Now, if I had more mana here, I could double stone them. I could play a welder here too if I need to. Oh my god! Oh, I deserve to lose. He's at one card though. What could you have possibly drawn like that's gonna kill me here? One card. If it's beseech the fucking queen or beseech the mirror, I lose, right? Or how's it work? Well, I have a soul guide lantern here, which is really good. He did. He drew it. What do you get? I apologize. Up and down, left and right. I apologize. Sloppy. Live and uncut. I told you guys. I'm not gonna fucking, you know what I mean? Get to see me stress, cry, shake, sweat. You know what I mean? My Nikes are starting to fucking get a little. I gotta tie my Nikes up a little bit. Hold on a second. Vineyard Vines shirt on. I got my Vineyard Vines on. You know what I mean? I can't swig a beer yet. It's not 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock. I'm all emotional. See how this all gets. See this Veil Summers. I called it. Of course, your boy. He says it. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm gonna name white just because of Veil of Summer. I'm like, oh, white. And I'm like, blue. I'll tell you guys, time and time again, if there's a way to fuck up, I will find it. Oddest thing sometimes, you know what I mean? I'm not kidding. It's like, just block the 1/1 token because the kid's got 0 cards in hand. All you gotta do is this, that, and I don't do it. I'm just like, emotional. You know what I mean? It's emotion. It's like, tempered. I say tempered all the time. Calm, cool, and collected. Here I am shaking like a fucking leaf on a tree. You know what I mean? We're gonna play, please. Thank you. Fabulous hand. Fabulous hand. I don't like the second Fury, but I'll take it. I trade the listen to me. I'll trade the Fury for I trade the Fury for like an Urza Saga. How about that? I like that I have Pyroblast in a Bolt in hand turn 1 because this is great tempo. You know, I could use a Pyroblast to get off depending on like if I want to hit like a Ponder or whatever. Actually, I would trade this for a Mountain. I like double Mountain here. Okay, so it looks like I'm not sure if I want to dispatch this Fable into a Daze and then get wasted. So if I'd like to draw another Mountain, please. That's a Painter. I have to make a play here, and I'm going to play around his Daze, I guess. I'll play... What I could do is just play Painter. If it's a combo deck, I can hold the Pyroblast. I don't know what this is yet, so this is the wisest decision in my opinion. Should I name white? Don't name white against initiative decks like I've done. Fucking weird. So decks that I should name blue, I name white sometimes because it's a habit. Okay, so it's a nice Tundra deck. Beautiful. I don't have to worry about getting wasted. I'll let the kid swords it. Okay. If he went to swords that, I'd let that happen. That's just the way I want to play this game. And pick my spots where this Pyroblast might come in handy. This looks like it could be breakfast too. Cephalid breakfast, not just breakfast, cephalid breakfast. Second breakfast, first breakfast, second breakfast, combo kill breakfast. What do you got? Oh, I'm gonna play. Let's see what he does. What's he got? Stoneforge Mystic. Oh, what's this? A Troppy? What do you got? Beans. Oh, is this a prismatic ending? Sure. All right, give me a land, please. Land, please. Land. Beautiful. All right, so we're back in business. I don't have to worry about Wasteland per se. Perse, not say. I have a good hand, so it's time to breathe a little bit. See, I get all emotional, like I start jamming mountains and all this shit. The guy give giveaways. Other guys will sit there, take 10 minutes for a brainstorm. I'm over here giving away my hand. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna breathe a little bit. Told you, live and uncut today. Version. Force the will, go to 4 cards. No better place to use my Pyroblast than this thing. You may exile 2 blue cards from your hand rather than pay this spell's mana cost. Gain control of target non-creature spell. You may choose new copies for it. Okay. This is a league, mind you. Temporal Mastery and Lorien Revealed. Pyroblast. Give me my Fable, please. And now what am I playing against? This is like still a Beans deck with Temporal Mastery. This is when Beans first came out, these guys are fucking over there with their pants fucking around their ankles, fucking you know what, with cards like this. I'm not kidding. These guys fucking, you should see the service over at. He's all crazy. He comes with Beanstalk. I gotta watch it here. He doesn't know what's on top. Actually, maybe not. We'll see. What's this? Prismatic Ending, or what is this? Oh, Forager. Okay, you get 2 cards left. Thank God. So there's no Beanstalk out, which is excellent. I'll get rid of one of these fairies, or both these fairies. Just one of them, right? Oh, that's good. Try this. Does this resolve? You got 2 cards left. I'm whacked out, bro. I just am. I'm whacked. I know it. You guys know it. I know it. We all know it. Hold on. Let's see what happens. Beanstalk. This kid's about to fucking cry like me. Alright. I'm not going to let the kid ponder like this. I'm going to fucking take a second. Relax. He's going to relax too. Everybody's going to fucking chill out. I'm going to chill out. You're going to chill out. This kid's going to chill out. We're all going to chill out for a second and relax. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy it. Ready? So his Murktide region is going to be pretty lackluster, to say the least. Or is this Exile? This is all Exile, right? Yeah. This is Exile. You guys see these here? This is 4 cards Graveyard, 6 cards Exile. This is cards that he's shown me. With like a, if I've thought seized him, or if he's like searched for something. The Beanstalk here. A Stormwing Entity. Sure. This is a pretty cool deck. So I'd imagine with a deck like this, if you have a Beanstalk out, it's busted. Like, this card's pretty cool. So I almost think that fucking plays a Wasteland. That's pretty good. Okay, got 1 card left. I would have loved to cast that Fury and hold this What do you do with the scry? 2 top, 0 bottoms. That's not the best. But I do have a Fury coming at me next turn, which is really good. So I have 4 lightning bolts in this deck. 4 of them. I tell you guys, 4 lightning bolts. Sometimes I choose to not. There's another one of the stupid things. A beanstalk. Okay, this is fine. He knows what's on top, or does he not? He did not shuffle with Ponder, right? Chose not to shuffle. Okay, so let's see if he shuffles in his upkeep. That's excellent here. Play it. Do I kill him here? I just, a daze would suck. Does he have a fucking daze? Brick. Okay, so that's 6, 7, 8, 9 damage, and I can just copy. Alright, let's take a look at this deck. This looks like a fun deck for a blue player, which I can get behind. A lot of blue cards coming out of this guy's deck. Wasteland, what's amazing to me after all this said and done is there's Wastelands and Dazes to come out of these fucking decks, you know what I mean? Which is insane. So, I still think that I'm going to bring in the Red Blast. I think that this Magus is going to come in. I do like Magus. This is kind of a trap. I've had some whacked out games with Magus the Moon lately. I can hear him crying. I can feel it. Sometimes when you're playing a guy online, you can kind of hear it. I think that this Fury is going to be kind of weak. I'm not sure if I want to go bridge plan. I'm heavy on Magus here. I can trim. I have 4 cards to trim. It's so hard. I'm just going to trim on Furies here. And I don't know if I want to go bridge. I think that I have so much removal for his stuff. I'm going to trim a bridge. And I just think that Soul Guide Lantern can be cut too. There's a reason to keep Soul Guide Lantern. I know he has Murktide Regent, but I have 7 blasts in my deck. And my plan... I don't want Brazy Apprentice in this deck right now. I can cut Soul Guide Lantern at that point. And because the Soul Guide Lantern will be for like Murktide Regent, but I can block with the tokens, and I have so many blasts, so I can mitigate against that. And I want that value piece in my deck as well. Let me trim on a Lord's Petal here. I hate to do that though. Let me just trim on like a Welder here. I feel like that's fair. What's gonna get me is like a Null Rod or something, you know what I mean? Something stupid like that, so. These crybabies are gonna really want that fucking Beanstalk turn 2. So what's gonna happen is this guy's gonna keep your hand with a Beanstalk in it with a Force of Will. So this is where the hand gets fucking, this is where the whole game goes. It's like Beanstalk, pass, watch Hydro Blast or whatever. You know what I mean? I have a good mind to fucking Force of Will that, but I'm not gonna. You know what I mean? But it's gonna be Beanstalk. Turn. I should just play Painter off a Tomb here and just fucking Pyroblast it. It's 6 cards. So what I could do here is, my thinking is, honestly, and I'm just brainstorming. I could go Urza Saga, Simian Spirit Guide, Painter, and see how he likes it. That way there is no Beanstalk turn 2. I'm serious. But that kind of leaves me like fucked in a way. Because if I do that, I have no real good turn 2 play. So let me just play it a mountain pass, I guess. This Pyroblast is going to have to really be used wisely. Whether it be when I draw my Magus to the Moon or whatever here, so we'll see. Or I might want to just use it for like a tempo play. Here comes a Beanstalk. So now the name of the game is not giving them a force of will target, more or less, and that's why Urza's Saga is so good, because Urza's Saga is providing me value just the same as it's providing him value. That's a good draw. 6 cards. I think it's better to leave a Pyroblast in general because of the fucking Temporal Mastery and shit in his deck. So I'm not gonna get aggressive here per se. I'm just gonna get a little relaxed, and we'll see how it goes. I just don't know if I want to fight over a rainstorm. I think I'm gonna Pyroblast this. I have more in my deck. So we did have a land drop. The Beanstalk is fine. Taking a Wasteland here. He's got 5 cards. I think he was looking for a Wasteland there anyway, so I'll play this out. I gotta watch out for Force of Vigor too. I don't like my position here. Playing around his Force of Wills in a way, and they play Wasteland, which is the spike. You know what I mean? It's like if it wasn't Wasteland in the deck, it'd be a lot different. You know. So far, Magus looks good. Does not shuffle. Does not find a Wasteland. What's the other card that comes out of these guys? Is Swords. Okay, so he's kind of eating up removal here. I'm not gonna thin my deck of Did I cut? I did cut. Um, I did cut the Soul Guard Lantern. Now that I'm thinking about it, I probably should have kept that in. So let me see if he Force of Wills this. I guess it's okay if he does. I gotta use my mana properly here because I'll be making creatures here. You might not want to do that. He goes to back to full. Oh, I didn't play a little spell. It's so bad. Okay, it's fine. It's all 4 cards. Okay. I still think that's fine. Okay, so you have to draw. You have to take another turn, right? So you have to draw 2 cards and take another turn. Okay, it's pretty cool. So if I had paid for days, does it matter? Probably not. Let's see what he has. If he starts going off, I'm just gonna concede. Okay, draw 2 cards. He already drew his 2 cards. What's he have in there? So one of the attacks, right? Oh, he gets to take another turn. What happens? All right, fuck this. I'm done. Nice deck. That's a pretty sweet deck. Good games. Nice. I'll tell him nice too. You guys think I'm crazy? That I'm like, oh, I usually salty all that shit. But I can really appreciate good magic when I see it, and I respect that. So that's cool. It's like a lot of fun. I cut Soul Guide Lantern. I kind of feel like I should keep that back in here. But the bolts do so much of that work. I just don't know if it's worth the slot here. Not bringing in Leyline of the Void. don't want to bring in Bridge. Bridge is just like a fucking waste of a card because I just kill it. I just think that really what it depends on is how I draw. Let's try this. I'll be on the play. Damn! This hand is so borderline, dude. I have to keep it. It's so lame. It's such a bad hand. I just can't mull it, dude. I have a bolt for his guys. I have an artifact for Welder. I'm drawing well. I have a Fable coming up. It's just this Mox Opal. It's not worth the mulligan here. And I'm going to play around Wasteland for a second. So I don't have any Pyroblasts. I just have land drops and a couple good things to do here. I need a 2-drop spell to be excellent. Let's see if it plays in a daze. Am I playing around anything here? See, here I am making a decision to keep this hand, but you know, if this is tournament stuff, this is where it kind of like goes. You know what I mean? It's like, what do you, what's going on here? Like, where did I lose the game? You know what I mean? It's like, what has to happen is, so here, if I had a Pyroblast, I would absolutely Pyroblast this because he's trying to get those like temporal masteries out of his hand or whatever it is. But I don't have one, so I have to play the game a little bit. But I think in this game here, if I had a Pyroblast, it'd be excellent to hit this. But like I was saying earlier, like hands like this and the way things come out, it's now, and I think this pertains to a lot of you guys that are watching this video. Is you guys see a Fable, the Mirror Breaker, you see like a Painter or whatever, and it's like, okay, well, you jam your Painter, you jam your Fable into a Force of Will on turn 3, and then it gets Force of Will. Now look at my hand, it sucks. And you wonder why. This is good because there's no Beanstalk. And you wonder why you get upset. And I'm just telling you because I'm going to get upset too because it's going to happen to me with a Hydroblast or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? So, Engineer will be fine. So, I'll let him daze it. Hydroblast is the worst card. That's fine, I guess. I'd rather have him daze that than force it will with a Beanstalk out, so that's basically my thinking there. But I'm just screwed unless I draw Engineer. So that's just basically the way it goes. And I have to draw a land to fight over that, so I'm not going to fight over it. Like, you know what I mean? That's my thinking, and that's the way it's going to be. You know what I mean? I don't think it's wrong. And there's a Wasteland, which is good for me, because I have a Mox Opal here, which is really good. And this is good. Prismatic Ending? Or what is this? blast. I should have bolted that fucking thing. It was a mistake. Maybe get a Force of Will out of him. That's fine. Now see if he dazes me, because I can pay for it, which is really good. Still not doing well. I need something hot. Like a Magus to the moon. That's fine. And I can't pay for days, which is awful. That's excellent. I can start getting wily here. I'm gonna keep this fucking card. Oh, why didn't I attack with the welders? So fucking bad of me. I'm not thinking correctly, that's why. Sorry. Live and uncut. Beanstalk share. I missed out on the damage there. Um, he's at 5 technically here. Sure. So he's at 4 technically here. Trigger, draw a card. Sure. Fuck, dude. This is what I'm talking about. Two misplays. Two of them. Two of the fucking things. I could have got Dragon Engine in my graveyard and got aggro and won, but again, I fucking misplayed. Live and uncut, guys. Alright, I'm sorry. There you go, right in front of your face, guys. I mean, what do you want? It's like, GG's. See how I get emotional? Emotional. The hair, I'm just shaking like a fucking baby. Let me get my light on. Hold on. Very emotional. Cranberry juice in my refrigerator. Hold on. Let's play another one. Let's keep going. I had enough mana to bin Dragon Engine, see if that resolved, animate Dragon Engine, and still bolt the kid to death, and have lethal. And I chose to play differently because I'm emotional, like a broad. Just kidding. God bless me. All right, see what's up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, 121, What was the other one? Yeah, I had him down to 4. I didn't attack because I'm doing like 1,000 things at one time, but I get no excuses for it. But sometimes I do because I have my head's in the game with him, and I'm thinking about what I want to say and what I want to do, and in the future, and everything. There's like 6 things going on at one time. So, but still, uh, it's good to kind of watch these, I guess, and kind of watch even like I'll look back and I'll say, wow, if I had done this differently, or if I had, but right there is clear. That would be a really cool deck. Good hand, we'll try it. I can't mull this hand. I get half my combo. These guides, I love Simian Spirit Guide in this deck. See what kind of deck this is. Um, Fable is such a great card. It's just such a good card. Thinking about it, it's just it allows you to discard if there's a chalice on turn 1 here. It just allows you to discard the 1 drops. I mean, as far as a 3-mana spell goes, I wish I had actually. I would trade. Oh, so it's a blue deck. Goblin Welder's my best card. Checking me out. Sees a Simian Spirit Guide. Okay, that's probably the best card to see. Another one? Sure. Sure. Okay, so it's a so Goblin Welder is like my best card here. I gotta concentrate because I haven't played this matchup in a while where Karm is so good. Or is a Saga, please? Okay, I'm gonna get out a what? I'm not gonna do that. You saw the Simian Spirit Guide. I can still weld in my grindstone off of Chalice of the Void here. I was gonna play out my grindstone, but there's no reason to because there's just no reason to. I mean, if he plays a Chalice of the Void, I can run the grindstone. I can run the grindstone into the Chalice and weld it back off the Lotus Petal. And there's no need to get this out that fast. There's just none. I can discard the Fable, the Mirror Breaker here, all types of shit. So, you have an Ancient Tomb. Okay, you do. What else you got? I wouldn't mind a Pyroblast here. Wouldn't mind a Painter. Painter would be a great draw. I'd even take. I do want artifacts on the board for him. He's probably going to go for like a Pithy Needle here, which I would imagine he will. Another Fable, the Mirror Breaker, motherfucker. Um, I'm kind of held here. I guess Force of Will, it is what it is. We have the welder here. If he grabs Pithy Needle, names Goblin Welder, I guess that's fine. I mean, I'm not going to weld it on Bauble for his stupid ass tokens here. You name Welder or Grindstone? You name Welder here. Name's Goblin Welder, and then there's a bauble and 5/5s. Yep, 6/6s. Okay. Draw a couple cards. Sure, Chalice on one. All right, he's got me. See what I draw. Well played. I draw Engineer. It's really good too. Um, if I just draw a Bridge, it's good. Um, but they do play, so that's 5 damage. Yeah, okay. Come on, Bridge. I die. Good games. Block. Yeah, I just can't do it. Curved out well. I hate Fury in this game. It's the worst card. I just don't like it. I do like a Braid here. I like Red Elemental Blast. Sometimes I bring in Magus. I'm not going to do that. I have a lot of 1-drops. I'm not going to worry about it. Let's see what happens here. 60 cards. This is 60 cards right now. What cards do I want? Maybe Fury. I don't really want to play that game. It's the worst card. I know it gets through like an actual like Chalice Avoid. I never count on attacking with the fucking thing. If I'm going to use Fury, it's going to be a fail-safe against around Chalice Avoid. So, but even with that, with like an Emery, I can. If they still play Emery, they must. I would imagine that like a Soul Guide Lantern or holding up Red Blast or whatever it is I got to do. Pithy Needle is really good. I can bring it in against like Otawara because a lot of times Otawara, like Ensnaring Bridge is really good if they're not playing Haywire Might. I'm sure they are, but I think that Pithy Needle is a pretty good card here to bring in as a mitigator, and I'll cut a Lotus Petal for that. And I'm not going to bring in Magus here. Let's run this. This is a type of game where you play control for a little bit. This is why I like a Braid. I one of anyway. If this deck was more prevalent, it'd be 2 Braids. If I'm not running Karn, people don't even run fucking a Braid if they're running mono red. I don't know how they do it. I just think you got to be able to remove a Chalice of Void. It just unlocks a bunch of shit. So I'm gonna play control, and usually but this guy's good, so he's gonna play control with me. But a lot of the way this game goes is like, oh, if I have a turn one welder, I'll play it. Turn 2 and 3, whatever it is, I'll hold up blast or whatever, hold up for like, the thought cast or the thought monitor plays or whatever it is. A lot of the cards are blue, so if I can just rattle off a few blasts in a couple of good areas, I'm happy. You know what I mean? So let's see how it goes. But this type of guy ain't gonna let that happen. So again, a lot of like Urza Saga is good because again I can get my one drops through Chalice, Engineer's Key. He's gonna be picky where he fights for my cards. He knows certain cards get him. I'm not gonna play the Magus the Moon. I could have brought in some Magus over Red Blasts or Lightning Bolts, but that's why Fable of Mirror Breaker is so good. I like that card. This deck is very good. You guys do too. See what happens. This kid's all over me. I can feel it. But I'll let him hang on like a monkey. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna just try to get the best hand I can. God bless me. All right, here we go. Oh, I'm gonna keep it. I keep this, right? I keep this. This hand's excellent. Oh, dude, 3 welders. It's like, okay. I mean, if welder wasn't so good in this game, I wouldn't keep this hand. But like, what kills me is Force of Will, Tomb, Chalice the Void. So either way, you guys get to see the way it plays out. What do you guys do with this hand? You keep it or throw it back against a mono blue 8 cast deck on the play. The worst that can happen is one of 5 cards. The worst that can happen is a Force of Will, Tomb, Chalice the Void. But Welder is so strong, and I mean it is strong. It's tedious, but it's good enough. So there's no reason not to play out Great Furnace unless this kid's playing Karn. And the older list used to, but they don't do it anymore. So there's a reason not to play out your Great Furnace. I always think ahead when I play out Great Furnace. You guys need to listen to this. It's like where's your artifact coming from? At what point do you play around Wasteland so much, and okay, I give a fuck about this card. It's like the best case scenario for me. But then again, this card does get to be a pain in the balls. So. Engineer is a great draw. God, sweet dude. Fucking who? Coming in? See, I can't even touch this because it's void too. And this is what happens. I sit back. I'm like, oh, I have a Goblin Welder route. It's really good, and I'm like, I get beat down by this card every time. So I can still weld it out. There's no artifacts in his graveyard, so it sucks. And he's playing well too, so that's good. Goes to his last 2 cards here with a. So this is a problem here. I gotta use my mana. That's good. So this takes me off of my Pyroblast for a turn, but this will also force him to use his Lotus Petal for blue, and I can weld stuff in and out here. But this thing has Ward 2, which I'll be able to work with next turn. A Chalice on 1. Trigger. So now I'm not in a bad spot here because he's got no blue yet, and I would imagine there's a Dismember or a Force of Will in his hand. take 5 here. Or a Fairy Macabre, for that matter. You got it, buddy. I have 2 Welders out, so that's really good. This kid put an Emrakul in his deck. I'll throw the computer across that street. You see that hill over there where all the snow is in the golf course? My computer will be going over there like this, like a fucking cartwheel. Um, I'm gonna attack him. I do have that Soul Guide Lantern that I can weld in for the Emrakul, so that's cool. That's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 I can block with. You know, Thoughtcast. Trigger. Oh, you know what I can do here? I can weld this out. That's fine. It's a 5-3. Shit. Now I'm not gonna weld in Painter here. Go ahead, force the will, bro. I'm not gonna weld in Painter here because I'm gonna get around his Fairy Macabre if he's got one. I'm gonna make a creature. See what he does here. Another Thoughtcast trigger. It's a cool little deck. I'm not gonna lie. He's got 1 card now. I can't die, right? There's no bullshit, right? Trample Hexproof. That's 5 damage coming in. I do Pyroblast this back. So if he has a fucking Fairy Macabre, it sucks. That's his last card, right? What's the matter, bro? It's on the stack. What do you have? You gonna attack me now? I can't even. I will block. Let's see how he plays. Oh, am I dead? His last card is Dismember. He can use it. Or a bomb. You know. Seven damage. What's this kid's issue? I'm gonna block this thing with my token, and then in response, I'm not gonna need Weldon Painter. I'm gonna get around the one card he has in his hand. You know what I mean? That's it. I'm gonna block, and then I'm gonna have double welds up for my Painter. Okay, and that's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna kill you on my turn. I'm gonna attack you first for 2. If I block here and I weld in, he has Fairy Macabre. I just kind of sucks for me, and I just take 6 here. So there's no sense in welding here. I have both Soul Guide Lantern and Painter in my deck. He's my welder. I'll do this with the draw trigger on the stack. I have enough mana, right? No, I have to get the grindstone out first. So in the upkeep here, I still have to let him draw here, so that's fine. So it's Fairy Macabre and Dismember, I guess. Oh, that's great. Okay. How do I stack this? I may want to pay attention. So that goes off. This goes off. There's full colors here. This fucking guy, you know what I mean? It's like, let me get through my turn. He's waiting for me to fuck up. That's what's happening right now. These guys want you to fuck up and derail like a train in the tracks, so you fucking misclick. This is fucking crazy to me, but I'm gonna relax and not get emotional like I do when I draw a Goblin Engineer. You know what I mean? Alright, so what's this? This happens. That happens. I have colors floating. Grindstone. So even through a Dismember here, which he has, so now I was telling you earlier with the stack here, now there's a stack for me to relate to now. So now I can, on the stack again, his last card has to be Dismember, or Fairy Macabre. Alright, good. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. It's like a Delver matchup, you know what I mean? So what I don't appreciate is the kind of like fucking finicky shit, but I guess if you just let the kid F6 and just go to his turns and do his thing, like you're acting like you don't have a spell. I mean, I would rather that and you actually have something and play that way than just like, you know, in case I misclick shit. How did I see that game go? That card was pretty good, that artifact there. So I'm not going to bring in Fury again. Braze Apprentice, I think I can trim here. I'm worried about a Chalice of the Void. And there was no Emery. These guys play Emery anymore? It's like weird. I want that Lotus Petal to get a fast Fable of Mirror Breaker out in case there is a Chalice of the Void out. I want to be able to get a fast Fable out and play around that a little bit. I think Braze Apprentice is more of a grindy card, even though it does skim off the top of my deck. If I was going to play, I'd be more up. I don't know if I can keep this. I just don't think I can. I can't keep this hand. Snaring Bridge is really good. I just don't have a mountain. I just can't keep a hand without a mountain. So I gotta mull this hand. I'm gonna pick my spot too. I mean, I could keep this, but I'm not gonna. I'll pick my spot. Now, let's go back over this. Alright, so Chalice would suck. I'm not going to worry about the Automaton, right? So I'm going to put this down, and this could get me in trouble here. I'm going to have to put this down, I think. I mean, if he Chalice with a Void. Either way, a Force of Will on my Engineer, which I think he's likely to have, will kill me. But then again, a Chalice of the Void will kill me too. So the upside of having a Pyroblast, get rid of one Pyroblast, right? That's fine. Remember that extra Pyroblast? This could have been a Pyroblast here. Remember that. I think this is the best keep. I hate to say it, but it is. I have one piece of interaction. Chalice of the Void does suck, which he does have. Alright, Haywire Bite? Okay. So this is why my second Pyroblast was phenomenal, because this is the Thoughtcast I was talking about. If I had Simian Spirit Gut, it was a Chalice in one. Okay, so there was a Chalice. So he basically has 2 cards in hand. And he can hit my Saga, which blows. And that Bolt I put down, so... oh well. Upkeep draw, please. Thank you. It's not bad. I'll have a blast here. I can't even blast. I just realized that. Okay, F6. See what his hand's like. Oh, what's this? 1 card? Okay, I'm gonna get. I can't even get a bridge here because he can fucking kill it, right? Let's see if he kills my Saga here. I wonder if he'll do that. Now, if I get a bridge here, if I get a Painter, he'll be more apt to kill my Saga. I have to just get bridge here, right? Got 1 card. essentially at 2 cards here. And he has that green up, so even with an exile effect, I can weld out. I can weld the bridge. Actually, I can't because he's going to be able to just exile it, so it's going to be a tough game. Really tough game here. I draw Painter, I'm in great shape here. Painter is like my best draw. Loser. My other choices of cards in this game was I don't know why you'd play that because you can attack. I guess he has plans on attacking me through the bridge. So that's 8 plus 4 is 9, 10, 11, 12. And I make a creature and I die. So I just lose a game, right? So if I make a creature, I can block it. It can't be blocked. So that's 8, 9 damage. I can make it 2/2. If he attacks, I can block this. I brought in Pithing Needle too. So if I was able to get these blasts off, it'd be so much easier. I'm gonna let him go to combat. He attacks. I make him 8. I'm gonna make him think like I don't have a Pithing Needle in my deck. Okay, that's excellent. Um, what's gonna suck is he can peck in for 1. Oh, is that bad? It's gonna get me, I think, for 1 turn. need a creature. I need a painter. Fucking kidding me. I lose, right? One. See if he knows. Okay, I lose, right? Because I can't get rid of my hand, so it's kind of unfortunate here. But I tried, so that's good. Ah, you got me. Good games. All right, games. Fucking sad. All right, games. Next match. It's why Red Blast is better than Pyroblast in a lot of circumstances because of that right there. That thing had Ward too. The other thing had Ward too, right? The Cap Cannoneer. So I can target it with Red Blast, but it's got Ward, so it's kind of a mind fuck. So good game. Let's hop another one. Why is this thing moving? Sounds much better. I can find my bridge again, right? I don't know what he's on. Nice blue deck. I have two engineers, so I'll just dispatch this one, I guess, into a daze or a bolt or whatever. Yeah. Misty Rainforest. Remember these things were like $70. Like Scalding Times, like $95 a piece. Like it was nuts. Not Scalding Time was $99 a piece. This is like 6 years ago. I remember it was nuts. Now it's like the fetches. Is this beans? Oh look, there's no. What's this? Oh, it's a nice Infect deck. Haven't seen this deck in like 6 months. So Bridge does not do me any good. What's in my deck that's good? Twin Shot Sniper. If I take a turn off and just play my engineer, probably not. He plays Wasteland too. I gotta bolt this bitch. I cannot. Blighted Agent. What can I get for this guy? Maybe I should have played that Furnace. Maybe I should have played the Saga too. It was actually a mistake not to play Saga. My fault. To scale up. I had an interaction with this where I had Painter out and he scaled up. It becomes a green creature. So I'm just going to tell you guys. It's on a turn, this creature becomes a green worm coat. So I had a pretty cool interaction where I actually had Painter out, and I think he went to do this, and I blasted the creature. Like he did this, and then went to do something else on the creature, and I blasted the creature in combat, and it didn't die because even the creature becomes blue after you put Painter out. It becomes a green creature, like it says. So this is really cool to watch. So it's technically a green creature. F6, pal. How much? 6? I'll bring this in for Ink Moth Nexus. I'll just bring in all my shit. All these cards come in. Braves Apprentice can go. Bridge is bad, believe it or not. I have 7 cuts. Soul Guide Lantern can go. I'll trim on some creatures here. That's 2 cuts. My power is going to be like remove his stuff because I have to. Magus the Moon's really good. Let me trim on some creatures here. I'll keep my fast mana. Fable's fine. This is all good. I'm kind of trimming on some red cards, which I don't love, but I don't know if I like that. I did bring in 4 Magus, so technically 1, 2, 3, 4. Still a little shy here. I don't want to trim a Grindstone. Let me trim a Fable. Let me trim this for a. I'll just trim it for a Goblin Roller. Let's try this. Or it could have been an Engineer, whatever. I want more red cards. That's my point. Would I trim this card? Yeah. Alright, I'll do the play. A little sloppy board in there, but I think that I'm going to stop talking. Here we go. You guys give me the most fucked up hands. You just do. God damn it. I gotta keep this hand. I am gonna keep it. I'll start Earth Saga here. I'll make creature tokens and play out this too. I get Force of Vigor here wouldn't be good, so let me pass. I'm gonna have to leave that for my Pyroblast coming up here. I can get I can either get a Pithy Needle for his Ink Moth Nexus if it comes out. I think there's gonna be a few things happening here. Comes a Glistener Elf. I think I let that thing come in for a turn. That's good. I gotta kill this fucking thing, right? I would love to let that thing come in for a turn. Just one turn. And then go from there. I guess with my stuff here too is like attacking with like a Magus the Moon, they can berserk it or help with that card. What's the other card there? I might have to stop blocking this thing. Berserk, that's fine. Is that thing? Got Ward 1. Okay, gotcha. Right. So it's like blossoming defense or whatever. So we'll see. He has a Force of Vigor here. It's good too. See what happens. Sure. Am I dead? So he's counting on me not to have another artifact, I guess. Who knows? That's exactly lethal if he initiates this. Um, if I name blue, it doesn't matter. If I name blue, I don't want to play around. Force of Vigor gets me. It goes to one card though. Alright, kid. Just took one more artifact, which was lucky. And I wonder if my aggressive Look at this deck, huh? Royal treatment. So that Pyroblast and that Brainstorm was good. Basically a turning point right there. Alright, so what was it? What was I gonna do here? I like the engineer. Let me cut one grindstone. Yeah, this looks good. Oh, what did I lose to? Oh yeah, the Infect deck. Been having trouble with that deck lately. I'm not gonna lie. It's when regular 8-cast was out with like Emeries and stuff, it was a lot easier for me, but yeah, we'll try this in. Gonna be kind of wonky, but we'll see. I think a Fury is my best draw. That's good. Good to see. Play a fucking Blood Moon. You might not force to will this because of the creature. But Legolas is, does it give it? It gives it, doesn't pump it. It just deals damage to its power, right? So I can't block. Here's a basic forest. That's pretty cool. Oh, the Hydroblast, cool. I think there's a force. There's no force of vigor yet, which is excellent. I can abrade the Ink Moth Nexus, but I'm not going to do that. It becomes an artifact, right? This becomes an artifact, correct? Yeah, I'm just not going to fuck with it. It's Ink Moth Nexus, correct? Yes. And I'm just going to leave up Abrade one more turn because I just don't trust it. Now, what's that card that takes my creature out of combat, gives it like +4/+4 or whatever? I have to leave up removal here. I can't not. So I'd love to play out the Fable. Plus, it gets around Daze because he's on the play here. He would have kept in Daze on the play, not on the draw per se, but we'll see what's up. I don't even know what I'm attacking into. I feel like I'm attacking into something that I shouldn't be attacking into, but I'm just gonna play. So autopilot, I guess. Okay, he's gonna scale up that thing. What if I bolt it in response? You gonna try to kill me, bro? Okay, fine. What do you got? Okay, so it's a big boy now, right? That's a 12-10. I kind of have to block here, correct? What card am I playing around? And it gets +1. I have to block. Oh my god. GG's. Ever see that before? A guy die in regular damage? Fucking nice game. Alright, nice. GG's. Kid's a pro, huh? My fault. I mean, was I expecting that? No. See it all, buddy. See it all. He's posting in Discord. He's like, I got this guy, look. Fucking hilarious. I don't think I've ever died that. I mean, maybe once I've died from damage. How'd that happen? I went too low and what? I don't even care. I don't even care. Couple new cards came out. These guys love it. I remember Blossoming Defense. It was +2/+2 and hexproof for 1 green. That card is so sweet. When it was in standard, it was excellent because I forget what I was using it with, but it was just such a. There was a green black deck out that was really good. It was playing Smuggler's Copter in it, and it was just a great deck. I remember distinctly. It was awesome. Um, this was like. If this is Doomsday. I'll wait one more turn. I should have played Painter there. Playing around Days. And if I get Force of Will, it kind of didn't matter there. I could play another Painter right after, but I wonder if I should have played Painter there. Because if this is Grixis, which it is, then I'm glad I didn't. Very glad. I was trying to identify the deck there, because if it was a fast Doomsday deck or a combo like Storm deck or whatever the hell these decks are, I could have maybe got there. So, um, The problem here is I don't want to give the kid scries. I'm just gonna pass here. I don't know why I'm laughing, but I am. The problem is, you start playing out creatures using your mana like that. You're giving the kid a day's target, force of will targets, lightning bolt targets. They put more cards in their graveyard. They get to become a 3/3 faster, and you're playing right into their plan, which I don't want to do. You know what I mean? Some guys might jam out a Fable the Mirror Breaker to save their butt. You know, when you start giving these guys food, it gets harder sometimes. So better off just playing the game a little bit. You know what I mean? Um, I'll run this into his first days, and I probably won't even pay for it. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. Remains to be seen. They get a Bullmaster. It doesn't matter. Okay, there goes a Force of Will. 3 cards. Gets a Scry. Gets a Look. J looks. Did he pitch a Daze? What did he pitch? He pitched a Stifle. Okay, these guys run Stifle, which is good. And he put a Bullmaster, so now he has a 3/3 and 3 cards. Or he doesn't have a 3/3, does he? He does not. Okay. And I'll pass the turn. And I guess next turn we'll see how this goes first. Still a 1/1. That's excellent. I can only imagine he probably has stifles in his hand, all types of bullshit. So let me just keep playing out lands. Go 2 cards with a Force of Will. What do you got? So there's no days involved here, which is excellent. So I might just want to play a painter out soon. We'll see. Trying to work him out a little bit, trying to smooth him out. It's like a massage parlor, you know what I mean? Goes another Force of Will. Pitching a Daze. So the Daze goes. So I'm burping the kid, you know what I mean? Like Gerber baby food. I got the fucking lid just snapped off. I got the spoon. I got the kid on my shoulder, you know what I mean? Fucking crazy. The problem is Wastelands. He puts a Wasteland in the graveyard. Force of Will resolve here at 2 cards. And I would imagine there's a bolt involved here in the Daze, so I don't want to give the kid any more scries, so I'm going to hold the painters. Did I play land? I did play land. Okay, it's excellent. I'll play another Fable soon. I know he's got a Lightning Bolt and a Stifle, so 2 cards gone. There's a Bolt. Scry to see if we can get the attacks on. So now I'll dispatch Painter. Keep burping him a little bit. I can maybe find a spot for Fable here. It might be good. Still no. We kept on top, right? So he's probably got a Murktide coming up. So 2 cards. Could be Bowmaster. I have plenty of time here. I might want to just get rid of the Saga here. I'll make him waste me here, I guess. It's fine. See if he does it on the stack. That gets rid of Bowmaster on his turn. Okay. And I'll play out a Painter. Play out 1 Painter. I think he's got either a Bolt or a Stifle here. I'll use my Mana Nice here. Now he's going to waste me. Get double Daze. I'd love to see that. Make a guy a 3/3 for sure. Oh, look. Get double Daze. I don't think I pay for this, do I? Or if he dazes me again, I'm fine. So things so you have to hardcast Daze at this point, which would take him off a Wasteland, which is fine. And there's no Bowmaster involved, which is good too. That way there I can discard on my turn because both his blue will be on Murktide. So I can use Fable. So I'll pay for it. Fuck it. You know, days go to one. Okay, I'll name blue. View. So he has one card unknown that he likes. Looks like it's going to be either another lightning bolt. Looks like it was brainstorm. Okay. Figure. Flip on top again. Oh man. He's missing sorcery. So he has two cards unknown. And here comes what? A lightning bolt on Painter, which is fine. Okay, trigger. Still no 3/3. You got it. And you're gonna waste me, it's fine. I get to discard a Painter. He's got one card left, no attacks. These guys play Snuff Out too? I don't fucking know. Get rid of two cards here. I'm just going to attack him. There's no sense in trying to hold us back because I know he has a... and I won't dispatch this Painter until this thing flips and be able to copy it. Just in case I can avoid a few wastelands here. We've already gone through two of them. And he's going to avidly, if he has another cantrip, look for another one. But that's going to take him off a few plays here in the interim. And I'm already fucking 2 painters deep. You know, he's probably, oh, why do you do that? Stifle sucks. Card I gotta watch. So if he casts that Murktide Regent, it takes him off that Force Will. He's gripping onto his hand real tight. So it's probably maybe the decision there. Maybe it's a stifle. I don't fucking know. What do you got? Fire. Tap that. Okay. That's pretty good. It's a good card. Draw a card. I do dispatch engineer here, right? I have a thing popping off. He's gonna go to 3 cards. So he has Stifle, Force of Will, Daze. I mean, I could go for the Dragon Engine play here, which I think I probably will. He needs 2 removal spells here. I don't care if he wastes me. I'll get Dragon Engine. I don't think he can beat that card. Should I play Painter? I probably should. Yeah, I'm gonna play Painter out. So the Stifle is gonna happen. I'm drawing an Ancestral. He has 3 cards to get. He hit 4 cards he has to kill. 4. There's a Saga. Engineer, Painter. Dragon Engine's going to draw me 3 cards. He's at 12. We kick back, relax a little bit. Thing's still a 1-1. 2-2, 3-3. Fire and Ice, the new tech with these guys, huh? Not bad. What are they trying to tap with that card, I wonder? What's this, a Meltdown main deck? I'm fucked. Oh, he's gonna petty theft. What? Oh, my Engineer? I'm down with that, bro. I'm gonna reanimate that motherfucker. I'm gonna play it, and then I'm gonna give it haste. You know, Thoughtseize. Still can't make it a 3-3. Coming in. Oh, I can. He's got a Stifle here, which is pretty cool. So, game's over. I'm gonna get a Grindstone. You got a Stifle on you, bro. So I can get around Stifle here, I think. If I get Engineer, I can get another Grindstone in my graveyard. I don't have the mana for it all, but if I paid 2, got Grindstone in my yard. 2, 3. I didn't have the mana for it, but I'm trying to. You guys. Alright, it gets hotter after this now, so I do like. I'm gonna bring in a Braid. They bring in like Molten Collapse, there's Meltdown, there's Hydroblast now, there's, you know, everything in between that you can imagine. So, and I'm not gonna bring in Magus the Moon, it's just not worth it. So there's 4 cuts I'm gonna make here. I never liked Lotus Petal versus Delver, you guys know that. I could even cut Mox Opal. Mox Opal's so clutch. I have 2 more cuts. I like this deck the way it is. I don't know what to cut. I just think everything's so well put together. 4 Lightning Bolt is so clutch. I almost want to cut a Welder to be able to like get around Bowmaster. Let me cut the Abrade can go because I have 4 Lightning Bolt. I'm not used to that because I always have 3. That's why I brought that in. But let me trim on 1 Welder. I hate to do that though. I hate to do that. And I cut the Mox Opal, but I feel bad. Let me cut the Braze Apprentice in the draw. On the play, I'll bring that back in. Game's great. Keep it. I even have that 1 welder. That's one of my 3 welders here. I could pay for days too, and then I have a follow up. You know, the Simian Spirit guy might be paired with the Fury here, so I don't know yet. Some guys might Fury this thing right down. Give me a bolt, please. Be nice. That's fine. Now the problem is the likelihood of him having a Lightning Bolt. So Molten Collapse is a card too, so that card's like a 2-for-1. So I'm not going to dispatch Meltdown, especially into Grindstone into a Meltdown. So my decision here is like what I'm trying to say is he has more Lightning Bolts in his deck than he does. So for instance, if I play, depending on these 2 cards here, like I don't know what I'm trying to tell you something I forgot. Like I don't forget, but like my point is, I don't want to play Grindstone into Molten Collapse. And if I play out the Goblin Welder, it gives them more opportunities to untap and Lightning Bolt and Scry, all that shit. So, I think because I have artifacts available to me, I'm still trying to play the same game with him as I did before on game 1, with like not giving him like bait and shit. Because this gets so much more difficult. Game 2 with Molten Collapse, Meltdown, shit. I keep saying the same things, but I'm just telling you guys, like, I gotta fit the pieces in, you know? Let me just pass here. And it's an easy Bowmaster play for him, too, and all that shit, so. Like I said, I'm not playing this Grindstone into, like, a naked Grindstone into, like, a Meltdown. I'm not playing it into a I think Molten Collapse could be a 2-for-1 at that point. It's fine. And I might even want to pitch this. We'll see. See how it gets played out. Comes another creature, hopefully. So he went to play another creature, but he thought of Meltdown, so I know he has another creature. That's excellent. Well, there it is. Then a Bowmaster goes to 3 cards. Oh, a Null Rod? It's pretty good. Why I brought the Abrade in, but I don't think. Now, he can't even sack his Mishra's Baubles, but if he puts a Mishra's Bauble in the graveyard, it's really good for me. He pitched a Delver. I knew he had another creature on him. I knew it. He put Valk in his graveyard. So I'm gonna play out this Grindstone, call me crazy, because I don't think he has any meltdowns coming up here. So I just think it's fair because I'm gonna try to cast something. I mean, I'm gonna use my mana pretty efficiently here. There's a Wasteland. It's really good too. These kids feeling the voltage. Delver things doing Delver things. Delver's a great deck. This deck has to be the best deck. If this is a meltdown, I'll be upset because I play right into it. It'd be such a new fucking play for me. Engineer's a great draw here. Go to 0 cards. It's going to be a big boy. That's 8 damage. Do I take 2 or no? In case I get wastelanded. Force the Will in their graveyard. I won't hesitate to use Blast on a cantrip here as well. Cards are going to get me are Meltdown. It's going to kill Goblin Engineer first. I can use this for a Painter. That's instant creature. Brazen Borrower too. Good thing about Simian Spirit Guide, I can weld engineer. I can weld this out again if he has another removal spell. Why is my computer going slow here? The thing about this card is I can weld out my ensnaring bridge if I need to for attacks and stuff. So I can keep on picking off cards in his graveyard here. So he can't activate this, but it would have been nice if he could have, because I can weld this out. If this somehow made it to his graveyard, because I can weld that out eventually for the Null Rod. Some guys missed that when they played Delver. I'll weld out the Soul Guide Lantern for Grindstone. And I'll be able to keep picking off stuff. Surgical will suck here, but whatever. I can keep on using Soul Guide Lantern to clean his graveyard, but I mean, if the surgical does happen, it sucks. That's a Painter. He's got 2 cards left. I have the Simian Spirit Guide. That's excellent. It should do it, right? Force of Will would be great here. I'll name blue. See how he acts. I'll wait a turn so I can weld out from a bolt here. I have to have double red up, and I don't have that. I do have double red, so maybe I do it on his turn. We'll see if he uses that 1 card in his hand. So if I blast and he has just Force of Will, it sucks. But if I blast, I pay for days too. Oh, you motherfucker. That card gets me too. Okay. That's annoying. Gonna watch out for a meltdown as well. Hydroblast. I mean, I would like to if it was a Force of Will a little better there, but it happens. Could be debating on that Petty Theft here if he wants to Petty Theft it to my hands. Come in for 8 damage. What's this? Petty Theft. Where are you going with that? That goes to my hands. Let's see if it makes it a 3-3. That's 5, 6, 7, 8. That puts me in bolt range. And he's got no cards in hand. Um, there. Sorry. Oh, why did I do that? It was a mistake. Yep, my fault. That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That was a mistake. All right. I'm thinking. I should have maybe grabbed a lightning bolt to at least. Oh my god! I just lose. I just did. I fucked up bad. Okay, my fault. That was a mistake. Now I'm in bolt range. That's so bad. There you go. I draw a red blast. Uh, I have to leave up red here. I'll leave that paint. I'll leave that painter. Oh my god. So technically, that thing I should be at 3. So it doesn't matter if I'm at 3 or 2 here. You got bolt. Okay, again, my fault. I think it doesn't even matter there if I was a 3 or 2. So again, so that's creature. That was a mistake. My fault. Game. He played around Fury pretty well there, so I'll just bring in a braid. Um, aggravating. Didn't matter if I was a 2 or 3, so still sloppy. All right. Oh boy. Oh, you motherfucker. that game one if you didn't have Force of Will. So I can't do much here. I draw red source. It's surgical. He left my grindstone in my graveyard like I thought he would. Gives me an out. So if I draw a mountain, I might be in good shape. Painter. Maybe I shouldn't be dispatching these like this, but I think it's fine. Um, Now my Mox Opal's turned on. If I draw a mountain, it's really good. And I'll probably even start with a. We'll see. Kidding me. Sure. I would hit my tomb there. I guess you want to draw cards. So we have another Orcish Bowmasters. I'm just gonna take it. If I draw a mountain, I'm in good shape here. I guess. I just can't draw a fucking mountain. Such a shame. So Bowmaster. No Bowmaster, okay. Faking out. Well, maybe he's holding it for the Goblin Welder. I'll just go to 13 or less. But he has fire. He has fire and ice in his hand, so that's 2 damage, right? Don't worry about that. Mountain, please. Um, all of that. Meltdown is really good here. Okay, I definitely need a mountain now, and I will block. What do we have? What is ice is how much? I should know this by now. I'll just take one. I don't even know what I'm playing into. Oh my fucking god, dude. That's 5. Oh, fucking staring at the screen, bro. I got a bunch of cards, no mountains. Pretty clear. That's 5. You can make you guys 3 trees. That's a lot. So that's a lot of damage. Instant, right? If he scries into a 3/3, that's 5 times 6. 5. That's 11. That's just lethal, right? Get the card on top. At 9, 5, 6, 7. And what? A Bowmaster to boot. So what is this? What's this? So he's been packing in for like. So what does he have? Nothing the whole time. Okay. Ugh. Oh, I make the things 3/3s. GG's. I can't even watch this game. Alright, so he's a Hydroblast. Cool. Alright, game's just fucking bad all around. Anyway, fucking crazy. Was that 2/3? Not bad. Um, Not bad up until the last 3 matches, but yeah. Let's go back here. What do I have? Yeah. So anyway, hope you guys, hope you guys are enjoying the videos. I'll make another one this week. I've been pretty busy, but yeah, I mean, demo day in life. What can I say? I gotta head out. I got a few things to do, but I just want to make a video, say hi to you guys. If you haven't joined the Discord, join the Discord. And I know there's some variants out there. People are bouncing around. I'm still sticking with mono red. I feel most comfortable with it. And Snaring Bridge, Karn, whatever it is, bouncing around. One Ring, messing around with Cursed Mirror for a little bit. It was kind of fun. I don't like the Tunnel Grinder. I think that card's kind of weak. I think Fable of Mirrorbreaker does everything we need. And what else can I say? I think that 4 Lightning Bolts a lot, but sometimes it's fun. You can get there. 3s, I like 3. 3's a safe spot. And besides that, I think it's pretty straightforward. So anyway, hope you guys are enjoying the videos. Stay safe out there, and I'll catch you guys next time.